Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of DadVGirls After Hours, episode 78. And we are very, very excited because we have some very special guests with us today. We have Liana and Connor, who are in the building, who have a combined following on social media of over 20 million followers.
Wow.
Which is insane.
I didn't know
right?
that.
I was just about to say, I don't think I knew that.
That's pretty good.
If you add it all
Well
together,
done.
have I got this right?
Thanks.
If you add it all together,
22.
Oh, it's even
22!
better. You
Of
underplaying us there, Joel, because 22.
that's,
Yeah.
oh,
Jeez,
I'm
how
sorry,
can we
should we start this
million?
again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Which
definitely
is
counted
absolutely
everywhere.
mad, right? So you guys are on like every social platform, absolutely killing it. Just started a podcast a few months ago. You got Koazy, who's 3 years old. You've got one on the way, literally ready to
And you
to
drove
pop.
3 hours to get here.
Absolutely.
And you guys are just
Unbelievable.
absolutely killing it and
Yeah.
smashing it. So yeah, congratulations to you.
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you
an
for
awesome
coming
intro.
on.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you.
So, well, let's talk about Baby Bump. How many weeks are you at the moment?
I am 36 weeks, so could come any day now. Hopefully not today.
Hopefully when it's
Although-
planned to come.
It was a bumpy ride here, so
During the pod, I mean, it'd be a great
Have you brought a
podcast.
hospital bag just in case?
No, do you know what? We started about 30 minutes in. I thought I probably should have packed it just
Yeah.
in case, but
We
if
like
anything
pushing
happened-
boundaries.
yeah,
We really shouldn't.
absolutely.
There's a Tesco's nearby. You won't
Oh,
you can buy
perfect.
everything from there.
Perfect.
Yeah, you'll be
Get
fine.
me to hospital. We need to
Yeah.
go to Tesco's.
Yes.
I've seen it on the movies, like delivering a baby. It's just you need hot towels. I think it would be good.
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty
I've always
sweet.
wanted to be a birthing partner, so I could come with you.
Oh, do
We'll
you?
send the guys to Tesco's.
You'll
There
know
you
what
go.
to do.
Yeah, there you go.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So don't worry about me. I'll just be not at the birth of my baby.
Do
like,
that.
don't worry.
Yeah. But yes.
So, are you? Like, how are you with nesting? Are you like a?
Oh, really bad this time. I feel like with Koazy, I was really, really good, and we pretty much sorted everything quite quickly, didn't we?
Yeah.
But this time around, I have an urge to clean, but I don't have the motivation to clean. So I'm kind of looking at everything like, right, I need to sort this, I need to do this, but I just can't bring myself to do it at the same time.
Okay, so I mean, I kind of like that. I have an urge to want things cleaned and no motivation to clean it.
Absolutely.
So I do relate to you on
Yeah.
that one. And Connor, how have you kind of found this pregnancy? Has it been any difference with?
Well, you know what? I mean, it's difficult for the men anyway. We know that.
I like Liana's like really looking at you, waiting to see what you're going to say.
Sure. You know what? I don't know. It's been quite similar because when you were pregnant with Koazy, it was so smooth sailing. Mm-hmm. You were very tired, but other than that, it was smooth sailing until the end. But this time you've been a bit more tired and...
Yeah, I think without putting a dampener on it, obviously we experienced a loss before this pregnancy. So like the first pregnancy, it was like, oh, we're pregnant. And you don't have a thought in the world or a worry in the world. But then like once we had that loss, it was like I kind of pretended I wasn't pregnant
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the first 8 months.
Yeah, the
because
first bit
just
was
to
scary.
kind of like
Yeah.
avoid the disappointment if anything was to happen again.
Yeah.
So I think it's been a little bit different this time around.
Yeah,
that
you're
regard.
right. Yeah. So the beginning was definitely a bit more, like checking the toilet and all the little things you do. But
Yeah.
Other
It
than
does-
that, great.
Yeah, it does make it a bit. Before we had our youngest Maddie, Sarah also experienced miscarriage. So I totally
I'm
get what
sorry.
you mean on that one. You're
Yeah.
kind of just not letting yourself enjoy
Yeah,
it
because you
straight
the
away.
pregnancies that did go well, you kind of then you take it for granted that
Yeah,
actually you
because
didn't realise
you don't even
the worry
think
that
about
you
it
can-
before. It's like a club
Yeah.
that you didn't want to be part of, and then it's like, oh, well, I didn't even realise that this was like such a common thing.
Yeah.
Like, was it? I think they told me it was 1 in 3 or 1 in 4.
Yeah, it happens way more often than you'd think, which is really quite scary and sad.
Yeah.
But yes.
I had somebody once say to me, "Oh, maybe it was boys, and you could because I actually had 3."
We
I
had
was
the
like,
same
you-
thing.
You
My
couldn't
sister
carry a
said
boy,
that.
maybe.
Mm.
Like,
My
I was like,
sister thought it was because I couldn't carry a girl, and she thought I had a girl. And
It doesn't
obviously we're
make it any
having a girl
nicer,
this
yeah.
no, but I'm having a girl this time, so obviously that wasn't
yeah.
that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
And were you like so with Koazy? Am I right in thinking that he was not planned?
Well, neither were planned. They're both blessings, but neither were planned. It's like we weren't not trying.
Like you
But we
knew how it
weren't
works,
actively
right?
trying.
You knew
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah.
consequences of.
Yeah, exactly
you do
that.
this
exactly
happens,
that.
yeah.
No, I
So
went
what-
to go and get my implant out, and it was like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it wasn't like we're gonna try for a baby
Yeah.
this week. It was just like,
But it did happen so quick.
It happened first
implant
time.
out,
First
pregnant
time,
like
first
a couple of weeks later.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
So it was kind of crazy. But someone said when you have the implant out,
You can be more fertile. Or
yeah, you
something,
become more
can't you?
fertile.
Maybe
Maybe
body's
because
just like been waiting. It's
Yeah,
been
the
Yeah.
hormones
sleeping
just
and
putting
it's
back
ready
in,
to
like,
go.
woo!
So yeah,
Yeah,
crazy.
that's kind of like when we had our eldest Casey when we were 18,
Yeah.
and
She was a drunken blessing.
Oh really?
I'm very drunk.
it was
Oh,
on
okay.
Sarah's 18th
Aw.
birthday, and but yeah, it just happened straight away.
Yeah.
And
you
then
wouldn't change it for the world, though, would you?
no, not at all.
No.
And I'm sure everyone always asks us this. I'm sure everyone asks you like, and how many are you gonna have? Like, do you know?
We
Like-
were dead set on like definitely 3.
Yeah.
But-
I think the birth of this baby determines whether there is another baby.
Yeah. The first one wasn't really smooth sailing. Koazy was a bit of trouble to get out, and he was such a big baby, so it kind of made it harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess however this birth goes kind of decides. Because ultimately it's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
completely happy to stop. I mean, having a boy and a girl is like the dream for me anyway. So
Yeah.
one of each.
one of each. We've already
Yeah,
completed
don't rub
that.
it in, guys. You know, like
Yeah.
we were over it with
Don't
5
worry.
girls. Don't
We
worry.
only tried 5 times.
Oh, really? So you kind of low-key just...
One more?
Yeah.
No.
There's always time.
No.
You're still
John's
young.
had the snip. No, thank you.
It's very final
too
now.
late, too
Yeah,
late.
That's fair
definitely.
No, I
fine.
did say there's nothing better than that feeling of when you first meet the baby.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember first meeting Koazy and just his
You don't,
like
do you?
the love that you get? Like,
I don't remember holding Koazy for the first time.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I was
Were you
I'd laboured for 3 days. I was
Oh,
planning on
God.
having a home birth. Like we had, because we moved house, I struggled to get a midwife, so we got a private midwife. And I had this whole plan. I was going to do a home birth. I was going to have, a pool. I was like, yeah, I'm going to show everyone that you can be like first time and, do it without having to go to hospital. Ended up in hospital. Laboured again there for a day. And then I was high on all sorts of whatever they put in me. all
Yeah,
sorts.
it wasn't nice.
And then ended up in an emergency C-section.
Oh gosh.
So, but I don't actually remember the first time holding him at all. I remember him like, when they kind of float him above your head.
Yeah.
I remember that, but anything after that I don't remember until the next day.
Yeah, we kind
But
of
then-
lost that moment.
So then the next day when you then met him, did it kind of get the feelings that you
Oh, yeah,
didn't feel the day before? Because you must have felt really sad.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think
Labouring
I was
for
like,
3 days.
I'm alive. There's baby. Because
Yeah.
the first thought that came to my head, because I had a lot of, so after the surgery I had a lot of bleeding and stuff,
Yeah.
and then after all of that, I just remember thinking before I went to sleep that night is like, my baby's born, he's here, he's healthy. If I go now,
Oh god.
sorry,
Oh.
if I go now, sorry, like I'm happy that I know that he's safe and
Yeah.
obviously he's got dad. But then, yeah, obviously to wake up in the morning and
Yeah, and then see.
you're
Oh, bless
okay,
you.
you've got your baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no feeling like
Yeah,
it, is there?
yeah,
There's
yeah.
literally nothing like it.
Oh.
And I think
Wow.
that,
I mean, and for a first birth, like what a traumatic experience for both of you guys. Like that's So no
Yeah.
wonder when you say whether we had another one is based on how kind of like this
Yeah.
one goes.
Yeah.
So are you having a C-section
yes,
this time around? Okay.
Yes, it was. I kind of wanted to try natural again, but I think if the same thing happened again and it ended up in an emergency C-section, I don't think I'd be able to cope with it.
No.
Yeah.
But then going for a C-section again is also petrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it's planned, you
But I was-
can mentally prepare yourself.
There's a bit
Yeah.
more like certainty.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. And for them to be able to have everyone prepared, obviously they know how much blood I lost, and
Yeah, they know.
so they
everything.
can have all the appropriate
Yeah.
people there rather than it be.
Yeah, you'll have the
A bit
specialist
of a
there.
rush.
You'll
Yeah,
have the right
absolutely.
people rather than it be an emergency. And yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, and Connor, for you, like that whole experience must have been absolutely terrifying as well to see Liana going through that.
Yeah, it was awful. I was just sat there sobbing the whole time. Honestly,
Yeah,
I thought
but-
I was going to lose her, which is the worst thing. And like you say about the first moment you meet your child, and it was hard for me as well because I was more focused on making sure that Liana was okay.
Yeah,
Even though I
of
couldn't do
course.
anything in the moment, it was pretty traumatizing. But Yeah.
Well, hopefully this one is just perfect.
Fingers
Yes.
crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed,
it's
touch a bit
Let's
of wood.
manifest that.
No,
This one is
manifest
going to
it,
be
yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
I remember looking over at him. Like I had doctors around the end of the bed. He's crying. I remember just looking over at him and I could put yourself together. I was like, why are you crying? Put yourself together.
Yeah, you're the one going through all of it. What am I doing?
Oh.
And I remember that so vividly as well. And you were just looking at me like, what are you on about?
Yeah, no. You just can't prepare for a moment like that, though, because that's the last thing on your mind when you go in to have a baby, isn't it? We just thought that he was going to come out naturally and normally, but that just wasn't the case, so...
I feel I was fed a lot of kind of like, you control your own birth, you know, put your little fairy lights up and your music. And I feel like no one really prepared me for like, you know, birth doesn't always go to plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
So
can happen.
at least this time I feel like I've got the knowledge of...
Yeah.
Well, it might
And
not
the
be
doctors and everyone are
perfect.
ready and they know what
sure.
happened before. So
Exactly.
you're going to be in a much better
100%.
situation. Yeah, so speaking to other people who, so like, for example, our co-founder, you know, George in Soul
Yeah.
City, like his wife is booked in for a C-section this Thursday.
Wow.
And I'm like, it's what an interesting experience to know the day
dates, yeah.
and you can be prepared.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, in a way, like it kind of sounds quite nice to know that I'm
I
gonna
was saying,
And glamorous.
at
The amount of
least...
ladies have their hair and makeup done for it. As
Well, I still don't
That's
understand how
true.
people do that.
Yeah.
We've seen it, though. That's crazy.
But I was saying, like, I don't have to go through the labour pains this time.
No, that's very
Yeah.
true. That was probably one of the worst parts.
Well, yeah.
3 days of
Yeah,
labour
3
pains.
days.
Oh,
That's
I can't
not
even
fun.
imagine.
Yeah.
And how tired you would... Oh, yeah. No, I can't even.
Oh, I couldn't sleep. Every time he kicked, he set off a contraction as well. I was like, stop kicking me.
It is crazy what you guys go through, honestly. Very grateful, though. Thank you for carrying my
They
children.
say, don't they say it's
Yeah,
the
thanks Sarah,
second...
as well.
They say it's the second most painful thing. Burning alive is number one,
Yeah.
then labour. So...
Wow.
Lord.
Although, do you know
That's
what?
kinda crazy.
I've had, I believe it was like
It's
a
facts. I'm out here with the facts.
Wow.
I think I had, what was it, a gallstone? I think I was never actually,
Oh, gosh.
and I would say it was probably more painful.
Yeah, you thought that was more painful, but...
But,
The gallstone was more painful.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but is that because your mindset wasn't ready? Like
Where-
with labour, like you
Maybe.
kind of... The mindset is you
Yeah.
know it's going to...
But
That's
also,
true,
I
that's
only
true.
got to 7 centimetres. Does it get more painful the more you dilate?
Yeah.
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 Ooh.
So
Well, I
maybe
say yeah,
that
like I
could...
know,
that
but
Yeah.
I've seen,
Yeah.
I've seen,
yeah!
I've seen the moans
You got the
get
hand
deeper and
squeeze.
louder and
It's
longer.
really funny
Really?
because when you go into the hospital and you hear the women like, and it's you know, like, oh, it's like the first few centimetres when it's
When it sounds
Oh,
like the
then it's
hospital's
real.
doing
Oh,
it.
they
I
are
also,
like,
Yeah.
I also don't know the pain of pushing out a baby because I didn't experience it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wouldn't know.
I'm just wondering, like, on that scale, 1 burning live, 2 labour, where is man
crazy.
flu on that? Because that's got to be
Oh,
pretty high.
that is
Okay, that's
definitely
got to be
top.
pretty high up
Yeah,
there.
that's, that is...
Yeah.
That's gotta
Maybe
be.
even
So high it doesn't get ranked.
that.
Yeah.
It's not
Facts.
even in that
There
category.
you go.
So I'm really interested to know a little bit more about how you guys met. Because first of all, you guys were both, am I right in thinking you were doing social media separately before that?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, not really.
You
for
were
me,
dabbling.
though.
dabbling?
No,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
posting for fun. I used to watch like TikToks on YouTube, and I just thought one day, like, why am I watching them on YouTube? Why am I not just on TikTok? And then I just used to kind of like post some of the trends and stuff. But I never thought, oh, I'm going to make a job out of this. Like,
Oh,
this
it
is-
wasn't. It was just like.
It was just
literally
just throw it
why
up.
not?
Yeah.
And what about you, Connor? What were you?
I started on Musical.ly, which was like
Oh,
yeah.
before TikTok.
Yes,
you had
I
a
remember
crown.
because
Which is
our
crazy.
eldest Casey used to be on music.
Yeah, I can imagine. It was probably more catered to girls, actually. It's probably quite embarrassing that I was on Musical.ly, actually. But obviously
No, I
that...
used to sing.
I used to sing a
on
little
there.
bit, but that obviously transformed into TikTok, and then that's just kind of where I made some comedy videos and got some traction.
And so when did Musical.ly transition into TikTok? For me, in my mind, it's like TikTok just came around
Yeah, like a
in
new app.
lockdown, right? But I know it obviously was before that. But for me, that's where it always like... But it must have been quite a while before that.
It must have been. It definitely exploded in
Was it
lockdown.
not like TikTok by Musical.ly for a while or something as the
Yeah, wasn't
transition?
there? Yeah.
There was some sort of...
I can't remember.
Because I'm pretty sure I was technically on Musical.ly. Because you
Really?
still had the crown and stuff.
Yeah, it was a crazy era.
So would your account still have had the old Musical.ly stuff? Or did it, once it transferred, did it...
No, it's still on there, right
So
at the
do you
bottom
still
of my
have like
profile.
your music?
Yeah.
Everyone's
If
gonna be
people
scrolling
go on
down
and just
now.
scroll all the way down,
They'll
they can
find
see
my
all
Oh,
the
music,
yeah,
music.
yeah.
my really bad
Find
covers.
Connor in a wig, yeah.
Or me wearing a wig, yeah. I did some crazy stuff. But I always wanted to do this as a job. I've been like a YouTube addict for years. Just loved watching loads of creators, and I just
Who
knew
did you
that-
watch them growing up that kind of...
like Logan Paul, a bit
Yeah.
controversial, like the big YouTubers, like mainly Americans,
all
actually.
the US ones, yeah.
And I just
Okay.
thought I really want to do what they do.
It's you just look at it and you think, that's a cool life. You
Yeah.
get to
Then how
have
did you
fun for a
two
living.
meet?
Actually, on
you
TikTok,
were friends for a year before you got together, right?
No.
kind of.
Friend?
Well, as in like, friends with benefit.
Okay. We got the tea,
be
guys.
serious.
There we go.
Let's
we're
get
hearing
this-
it.
No.
Okay, take it back. Take it back.
I take it back. I take it back. No.
No, you followed me. He followed me on whatever it was at the time. And he stole one of my videos and he made a YouTube video reacting to Musically Girls or whatever.
And
And
you were
then-
featured in that...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was one of them,
Oh,
along
okay.
with Lauren Gray. I had no followers at the time.
Yeah.
And
I
what
was
did
like,
you...
I'll take
Was this a tactic? You thought, if I
It
kind of...
really wasn't. I
What did you
promise. I was
say
just
about
making
her?
some really cringe
No,
YouTube
what he
videos.
said that I was really attractive, and then he went, "Oh, she's 16, never mind." So then I obviously, like, people were sending it to me, like, "Do you know you're in this guy's video?" And then I messaged him. I was like, "I'm not 16. Like, why are you telling people I'm 16?"
Yeah.
And then it just kind of started from there. We just
So
started
basically,
talking.
she slid in my DMs
I did.
after
Okay,
she'd seen my video
okay.
and thought,
Yeah.
wow, this guy. And it's just kind of gone on from there, hasn't it?
Yeah,
And-
modern day romantic.
Yeah.
And then what? And then you just...
So she
Shall
was.
we meet up?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, Liana, did your parents not warn you about, meeting strangers on the internet?
Yeah.
No, she lied. She lied to her mother to come and meet me.
Oh,
That's
wow.
that's
okay.
crazy.
I was 19.
Lucky it was Connor that turned up.
Could
Yeah.
have been anyone.
You were verified.
That
Oh, yeah,
means
true.
nothing.
True.
That doesn't mean anything.
So,
And we Snapchatted for a bit.
Okay,
and at the
I
time,
guess.
Snapchat, you had to send a real life picture. You couldn't
Yeah.
just upload from your
So
camera
why did you
roll.
lie to Sandra?
Because Sandra's scary.
Oh, okay. And what was the first?
She wouldn't have let me go.
Okay.
She'd have said no. What if it's an old man?
She's like a proper Welsh mum, so they live in the mountains in Wales.
Yeah.
So it's kind
With
of
the
like
sheep.
social media isn't really, especially back then, it wasn't really a thing. Like if you want to send a message to your mate, it's a pigeon,
Pigeon, yeah.
pigeon and a note.
Yeah.
So no one really had a clue. So yeah, it was kind of.
What did you do for the was it a date the first time you met up?
You came down to me, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I'd previously broken up with my ex-boyfriend. Like
2 weeks before, by the way, just putting that out there. I was a rebound,
yeah,
basically.
no, but I was. You know, when you like mentally clock out of a relationship months before it actually ends, it was one of them. And then I'd booked off time off work, and I just thought, because I, growing up, was a very socially awkward, shy, anxious.
Bit of an introvert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could never imagine.
No.
I could never imagine that.
Especially
You
doing
should-
this job.
Even when I met him, I was so bad. I couldn't make eye contact with him or anything. It was so
Yeah.
bad. And I just thought to myself one day, I was like, what am I doing? I don't want to, stay in Wales and live the same life that like my sisters all live. And I just wanted something different. I didn't want to be this anxious person. And one day I just thought, I'm going to catch my very first train by myself.
Wow.
And meet this boy by myself, and I had a changeover, and I remember having to ask the person, which platform do I have to be on? And it was nerve-wracking, but it's like one of the best things I ever did for my confidence.
thanks.
Yeah,
Oh.
wow.
Confidence.
You're a confidence bitch.
Oh,
you were
brilliant.
And a rebound. No.
And definitely a rebound.
Rebound.
Definitely.
Well, the longest rebound I've ever had.
Oh, that's a positive
And the
way
only
of
one
putting
I've
it.
ever
Yeah,
had.
I like that.
Can,
yeah.
can we just caveat that with, if you are young and you are listening, that did work out for them. We do not recommend.
Meeting random strangers
Right,
off the
yeah.
internet.
No, absolutely
'Cause
not.
There's a lot of people it doesn't work out for, so definitely tell your
Well,
parents.
yeah, to be
Absolutely.
fair, although I did lie to my mother, I did give my sister my location, just in case.
Just
Good.
in case.
Okay.
She had my live location the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just messaged him and I was like, I'd love to see the fireworks over there, but they're better than in Wales.
Yeah.
And
Come
he
on
was
down.
Like, yeah, I was like, can I come down?
And
were
you guys
like,
just
yeah.
you just hit it off straight away. You
Honestly,
kind of-
instantly. You were great. Slightly shy, but that's fine. I kind of like that.
I
I did. It was quite nice. It was cool.
How
What
did,
happened?
What?
I'm not shy anymore.
yeah, well, I was
No, I
actually going
see,
to ask
yeah.
what did happen. Like, how did you overcome that?
It's taken years.
Yeah.
Because I say
Literal, yeah.
I'd imagine there's actually quite a lot of people watching this who are in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Because obviously we see the DMs and stuff that come in. It's like so many people out there who are are, you know, dealing with things like anxiety or like low confidence or shy, but also have this desire to want to get out there and not let it hold them back in life. Like, was there any like books you read or videos, or was it
Do you
just
know
like
what
an
I think it
internal-
is mainly? I think it's becoming a mother. I think as soon as I had that little baby in my hands, it was like, I have to be an advocate for this child. I can't not be.
Yeah.
So I think that was like the major turning point.
Yeah, I agree.
Although I still probably couldn't stand on a stage or anything like that, and I still get pretty awkward.
Hey, this is a big step.
Well, yeah.
First ever podcast, like, where we're guests.
Yeah.
That's a big step for you.
It's funny though, because I actually have found since being on social media that quite a lot of people, like YouTubers and stuff, aren't necessarily extroverts. Like, I'm not. Like,
No.
put me in front of a camera or like in this scenario and I'm okay. Like, put me in a room, like no cameras, just people I don't know, and just be like, oh, you know, go and chat.
Yeah,
and make
Go and talk to it. No.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
I can go in a party and not drink and talk to anybody,
Oh.
everyone. I can be on the dance floor, but
I've got to be.
in settings like where it's a bit more intimate, I'm not as
But then meeting
confident.
other people who you kind of like have watched or whatever, and then you meet them and they also are like introverted
It's
and
so
stuff.
weird,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because you don't, like, a lot of people don't expect it. Like, when I used to tell people, they used to be like, you literally put your whole life on camera. What do you
Yeah.
mean? Like, you're socially
They don't
awkward. And I'm
understand,
like,
do they?
I'm socially awkward. Like, when people come up to me and they're like, hi, I watch your videos. I'm like, hi. And then if they give me nothing back, I can't give them anything. Because
Yeah, what do I say
I'm just
now?
like,
Do you know what?
thanks for watching.
The most awkward thing, right, that I've found is like when someone comes over, and so most people, you'll find this, most people come over, they say hi and they say, can you take a picture? And you say, yeah. So you're doing a thing.
Yeah.
It's like, we're taking a picture, then they say thank you, and then it's kind of done. When people come over and they don't ask for a picture and they just say hi, it's kind of,
Hi.
where do we go from here?
Yeah.
So a few times I've then gone like, do you want to take a picture, right?
Yes.
Which
Have
normally
you been
they
declined?
do. One time I said, and she went, no, not really. And I went, oh my God.
No.
Oh my God. She thinks that I'm like that person that's like, you want a picture with me?
Oh no, that's
Oh my
slightly
God,
awkward.
stop.
I was with Casey and we were dying, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. But I don't know what, sometimes it's hard if you're not
Yeah.
taking a picture,
Yeah.
because it's like,
Yeah.
you've got to think of things to say.
Yeah.
They get a bit
It's
starstruck,
because
don't they?
they know everything about you, and
Yeah, exactly.
you
No
can't
idea.
you can't
It's when they call
say
you by your
anything.
first name and you're like, you turn around for a second, you're like, how do you know me? Oh wait, it is that.
You remember.
Because they say it in such a confident way, like, oh Joel, hey, and you're like, hey. And Joel's got the worst memory. Says there was one time at the beach, Joel sat talking to this guy for ages, and then it weren't until a while in he realised it was somebody that watched our channel.
He was so
Because-
confident. You know when you see,
how
I'm
you
really
been?
bad because I've
Like-
got bad memory. So sometimes I
Like a
see
friend of a
people
friend
and
or
it's like
someone.
someone that I've met before,
Yeah,
and
but
you're
you
like
can't quite.
chatting to, and you're trying to figure out who is
Yeah.
this person. So this person was so confident with the hi Joel, like da, da, da,
Just come
da.
stand next to
I'm
him,
thinking,
like-
where do I know you from? Where do I know you from?
Yeah.
And he wasn't really like my demographic, so I'm thinking, and then like halfway through the conversation, he's like, yeah, we've been watching you for like years, and I'm like, oh God, okay. I'm literally thinking, oh my God, I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
I did that. Where did we go? The Sidemen charity match. And there was a lady, because we were in the YouTube box, and there was a lady, and I couldn't work out where the end of the box was. And there was a girl stood, not in the box, but just like the seats just beyond it.
Yeah.
And that she was stood there waving at me, and I'm thinking,
Who is this?
who is that?
Do we know this
Yeah.
person?
Who is that? And I just blanked her, and I felt so. I had to
Oh
go
my
over and
God.
apologise because I didn't realize, because I thought she was obviously in our box, and I thought she knows who I am. I must know who she is, and I just couldn't
not
work
realizing
it
you've
out.
got like 22 million people.
Yeah,
around
yeah,
the world who
yeah.
are like, you know, consume your content, and she might be one of those people.
You do forget, though.
I did apologise. Yeah, because you sometimes say like, they're staring at me. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm literally like, if someone's staring at Liana, I'm thinking, right, why is this guy staring at my girlfriend like that? And then I remember, oh, actually, we've got quite a few followers. He probably just recognises her. But yeah, sometimes I get a bit heated about it. Like, what's he staring at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you guys have had so many different interactions with fans. Like, I think there's like, most of them for us is like really good, but there is definitely some ones that are like just really like bizarre situations. I think
Yeah.
one of the only thing for me, which I'm like trying to like deal with internally, because it gets me on edge, is when people are filming you without
Yeah.
coming and saying hi. Like, I'm absolutely fine. Like, come say hello.
Like you're a zoo
Let's get
animal.
a picture. I'll ask you.
Yeah, we
Do you know
hate
what I mean?
that.
But when people are filming, because I guess from their point of view, they think, well, I'm too shy, or maybe they think I don't want to disturb them. But it's like,
It's
you
worse.
know, it's like they think it's discreet, and it's like, you know, and I'm so
You
on
always
edge. It's
know.
like I just want to be like, just come and say hi,
I
and get a picture.
saw on TikTok the other day, someone was sat opposite Victoria and David Beckham eating, and she was filming, and you see like Victoria eating, and she catches eyes with the camera.
Oh, no.
Like, you know that feeling of like, I just want to eat my dinner. Like, and you're like,
Especially when you're in like vulnerable situations.
When
like
we're with Koazy, I
eating or
hate it when people
exercising
we're playing
we had
badminton
it, we
and
had it
people
in
are
Centre Parks once, didn't we?
all sweaty and horrible, and they're just taking videos. Don't want that going anywhere. They just want, I get it, they just want to show their friends, like we've seen like Connor and Liana out here, but they don't think about it from our end, where we just, I don't know, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because we put ourselves in this position with the job that we do.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can't complain about it. I think
that's
the
why I
worst,
think you can't address it, because people are like, well, you've chosen to do that.
Exactly.
Even now, talking about
Yeah.
it now, it's kind of like, oh, people will say. But
Yeah.
when we were in Dubai, it was a good few years ago, and it just felt like we were in the Atlantis, and there must have just, it's a huge hotel, so I guess there's just like, seemed to be quite a condensed amount of people from England who are our demographic, who didn't know us. But it just seemed like every day, like, just look around, there's just multiple people like filming and stuff. And I wrote on this thing to put on my stories, right? And I was trying to be really nice, and I was basically trying to say, like, look, could we, like, if you see us, like, come and take a picture, like, please just don't film us. And Sarah's like, you can't post that because it's going to get taken the wrong way. And I didn't end up posting it, and you were right to say that, but it's like, because people will just be like,
You chose the job.
You chose the job, etc. But I had the craziest one, I think, was literally when was I in IB for 2-3 weeks ago, right? So it was just me. I had to go over there to shoot some stuff for Daewoo. So I'm on like the bus that takes you to the plane, and I'm on the phone to Sarah, right? And there's this couple, and their kids watch the channel, right? So there's this couple, the same age as me, and I'm on the phone, and I mean, she stood like literally where you are. She pulled, the husband's going like, I don't know what I could sort of tell they was talking about me, and she's going to him, well, I can't not. She pulls out her phone. I'm not joking. This is how far her phone was. She was filming me.
That's crazy.
And I'm on the phone like this, and I'm like, you heard me, right? And I looked at her, are you filming me? She went, yeah, well, my kids watch you, and I was like, okay, Sarah, I'm gonna have to go.
So
I'm like, it was the most
have to rugby
strangest
tackle
thing I've
someone.
ever experienced. Like,
that is a strange one.
especially, and then I just said, oh, like, should we just get a picture together? She was like, oh yeah, can we? I was like, of course. And then we took a selfie or whatever, and it was absolutely fine. But I was just like, I felt like I was like an animal in a zoo.
A zoo
It was just
animal,
like,
yeah.
people just like
Yeah.
this.
If they would just ask, we'd never say no, and I'm sure you guys would never say no to pictures. But that stuff's kind of
Or a
crazy.
conversation.
But just a conversation.
The only time I've ever said no, and Casey still to this day is like, I don't know how you said it, but we took Chloe, so she's 7, to her first ever concert at the O2. And I don't know if you've been to the O2, but when you come out and it's full of like hundreds of thousands of people.
Massive, yeah.
And I was with my sister and Grace, but because there was a swarm of people trying to get photos,
If you say
we got
yes
separated.
to one, you have to say
no.
yes to all of them.
Chloe went off. Now I'm sure in my head she's gone off with my sister, but I didn't see that. So now I can't
Panic
relax
sets
in
in.
this moment, because
Yeah.
I'm like, I just need to make sure. So I'm like, I'm really sorry. And they're all looking at me. I'm like, I can't. I have to go. Like,
Because also with Sarah,
There's
like,
nothing wrong with
her
that.
biggest
My
phobia
fears,
is
yeah.
like losing the kids. Like,
Yeah,
it's an
yeah,
actual
yeah,
and
yeah.
like even weird things, like if the kids are, oh, can I go in Auntie Emma's car today? Like when we're on holiday, I'm like, yep, I have to see them get in that car, because if we drive away, the whole way I'm panicking, like, but did they
Yeah,
actually get in the car?
100%.
What about
Yeah.
if my sister's
Yeah.
forgot her because she didn't know she was getting in her car? Like,
That's
so I'm
completely
like,
understandable.
No, but Casey's like, how could you say no? I'm like, I had to.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Priorities.
I
You
just
got,
couldn't.
Yeah,
you got to watch
Mum
Chloe.
priorities.
I think the
yeah.
only place I've said no is in a hospital.
Do you remember I was being wheeled to my room?
That's
I had the
outrageous.
baby, and there was a mum saying, my child's in hospital and she's a fan, can she have a photo of you? And the 3 of us with her.
That's
And
quite
we did
I
take
felt
it.
bad because her daughter was ill in hospital, so
Yeah.
I felt bad.
Oh.
But I'm not a glam labourer.
No.
No, you looked amazing.
Should see my Labour pictures.
Like, blood stained
I look like
90,
Hagrid.
Oh, no.
No, I've got one friend, and she birthed like in a birthing pool, hair like Emily. Just her pictures, it's like, oh, she looks stunning. I'm like,
Nice.
oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
she was.
I did not
very
feel like that.
glam.
I've got. Yeah.
She's very glam though.
My nose swells in pregnancy. So my mum had this picture of me. She was so proud that I just had Casey. I was 18, hair up. I'd laboured for, I don't know what, 18 hours. Nose was swollen. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean,
Put it in her kitchen for everyone to see.
and there's a picture of the
That's
three
sweet,
of us
though.
as well. And I was like, I don't know what my excuse is. Why do I look so rough? All I did was just sit there. Do you know what I mean? Like, you
Listen,
had an excuse.
It's
It's
that
the
blue
blue
chair.
chair. It's the blue chair that I got sat
Yeah.
on for a whole week that makes you look rough.
Yeah.
Need
One
toast?
thing I've read that I'm a little bit jealous is that you had a baby moon.
Oh, we did.
Oh,
You've never.
No,
Never done
what
that.
is
What's
a
a
baby
Joel
moon?
owes me
It's
five.
just an excuse to go on holiday
That's
without
true.
your children.
He owes you.
Wait,
Before
so-
the next baby comes.
Oh, right. So just
you-
the two of you
Yeah.
Yeah.
on a holiday in sort of preparation for the new baby coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually really cool. But don't.
Yeah,
See,
you
I know
owe me
what she's
5.
going to say. Yeah, I was waiting for it.
You
I was
owe me
thinking, let's move on.
He was
what
25.
else have we
When
got
I got
on
this
here?
note on here, the thing I added, which I thought was really funny, is that Joel did have one. He went to America on his own.
Oh, that's not
no.
When we
fair.
had Casey,
That is not
he
fair.
was like, I need
Oh.
to get away because I don't think, because obviously we were 18. He's like, I don't think we're going to get to do this ever again. So off he went for a few weeks in America to
I was like, I was
Unhinged.
young.
Yeah.
I was, I don't know why we're
I didn't
talking
get-
about.
I didn't
No,
get-
because I actually, I'm going to justify it slightly. I lived in America for like the first sort of 6-7 years of my life. And then I had a friend over there who always used to go and visit. And I was like, I'm probably not going to go get to see him for a long. That was the last time I ever went, by the way.
Yeah, but that's
That
not
was
because
the
you ha- that's
last
like-
time I
yeah,
went.
that's like your
I knew
choice.
it though. I was like, I'm going to
No.
go one more time.
You
What, we in the
can
middle of
still
here?
go. he could still go.
I mean, we were together since we were like 16.
That's
15,
crazy,
16.
by
Is
the
that
way.
high school?
Oh, we
Well,
didn't actually meet in
so-
high
She was at
school.
all girls school.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
He
okay.
used to just hang around outside, weird.
He just used to
Kinda
I'm
linger
actually
outside
older
the
as
doors.
janitor.
That's really cool though. That's like you don't see that very often these
No,
days. I
it's-
feel
it's
like.
kind of
No, we were
mad.
saying though
That's-
it has actually put a little bit of pressure on our girls that we didn't realise that they feel that they need to meet someone young and have the love that we have. Like, and I'm
Okay.
like, that's not actually normal.
We're like the
No, it's
really
exception
not.
to the rule, not like the norm
Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of thing. Just
absolutely.
because Casey is 20 now and she's single, so I think she feels pressure. I'm like, you're actually
Yeah.
still
There shouldn't
so
be
young.
pressure.
There's
Yeah.
no pressure. A
I
little
mean, I
bit
was
of
going to
pressure.
say something, but I was 19.
But boyfriend would be nice for her.
You just want them grandkids.
No,
That's
I don't know. Like, I mean, right. The thing is, I had this realization recently, which was, because Casey's 20, Maddie's 3, and I'm like, oh wait, we're never gonna have that period of time
where you have a break from
where
kids.
you have a break from like small ones and we can do a bit of traveling because we'll be then grandparents.
Yeah.
And it's like we're always gonna be somewhat responsible for small
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
right?
But they're
It's
the
like-
best.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
cool though. You'll get more time. Like you'll have a massive family, hopefully. So
It's
that's
gonna
just
be
going to be.
huge.
That's gonna
Apparently,
be.
you love your grandchildren more than your actual children.
Yeah, they say that.
Well,
I don't know how that can be true.
I think
Because
your
you
mum
don't
would
have to do all
agree.
the, like,
You
the-
can
the
take them back,
mundane,
yeah.
day-to-day
That's
stuff,
true.
You
like-
can be the fun
Fun.
person.
Yeah.
Fill them
not
up with
have to worry.
sweets and send them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were saying because Joel's mum used to take Casey and Grace when they were younger to Spain, and she would send us pictures of them eating ice cream for breakfast on the beach.
Wow.
Breakfast, lunch,
And
and
they've
dinner.
got the best memories. Yeah,
Yeah, it's core memories like that grandparents create, isn't it?
yeah.
So I was going to go back to the social media stuff because I kind of want to know, because I think there's obviously a lot of similarities here. We can probably relate on a lot of different things. But when you
Except
first...
for the 22 million.
Yeah.
You
I think you're doing
haven't got
fine.
us there.
Don't worry.
So when you guys first started dating, like at what point did you start doing like social media together and it started to become like
As soon as we met.
Instantly.
just straight away? Just like,
Yeah.
let's just get into this.
No,
Yeah.
I remember because obviously I met up with him, and then he was like, "Can we film a video?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And obviously it wasn't really my territory. I didn't know anything. I didn't watch the video that we filmed together for months because I couldn't bear watching myself back.
Yeah.
But then ever since then, we just started filming little trends together and stuff, didn't we? And then,
Yeah. It just goes back to the whole I've always wanted to do this as a job. It was my plan A. Like there was never a plan B. So it was going to be part of my life, which means it's part of my relationship. And now it's part of our family. So it's kind of just progressed. So yeah, literally from day one, we were
Yeah.
filming videos together.
That's
Are you,
so
are you
cool.
quite open, or have you got certain things that you hold back for yourselves?
You know what? Most of our life is online.
Yeah.
I think what you see online is us.
I think a lot of our, like, affection is not.
Oh, we
online.
keep like the like we would never kiss on camera or show any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But everything else is pretty much on camera.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I mean, how do you find it? Like, obviously you're working together, you're doing everything together. Like, is it all just good stuff? Do you ever find like there's any sort of drawbacks to it? Or?
No, it's easier than you'd think, right?
Yeah, I think so. We struggled to begin with because I actually moved into his mum's house because that's where he lived at the time.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 2 weeks. I stayed
It was
there
a year.
it was over a year, wasn't it? Until we could afford to start renting somewhere. And I think that first year was really difficult because it was like a small space. Obviously, his parents were living there. They wanted to get home from work and just chill, whereas like we were like, we need to film. Can we please borrow this room to film so we can put our ring light on and stuff? And there was a lot of kind of like treading on each other's toes. But I think once we got our own space, we kind of made it work.
Yeah, everything elevated and it happened.
It's really weird because if you think about a regular couple and how they go to like their separate jobs every single day and they probably spend the weekend together, we've probably been together like 20 years.
Yeah.
In comparison to like a regular couple, like how much time they spend together.
Every second of every day.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Work, parenting.
Yeah.
Relationship, everything.
But it's also a blessing. Like, that's one thing that comes from this job. We get to spend so much time together and now with our children, which is the best thing, which you guys know.
Yeah.
All the holidays that you go on with your kids, you get to spend so much quality time with them.
And I guess like for you as well, like you saying like you only had plan A. Like, I love that. Like, it's like this is what it's going to be.
This is the vision.
Yeah. There's no other alternative.
Yeah.
And do you kind of like sit there sometimes and think, like, I'm living that life that I dreamt of. Like,
bit of imposter syndrome. I look back at my old videos and think, yeah, he did it. Like, he got what he wanted to do, it's crazy. And yeah, it does blow my mind sometimes. Even getting stopped in the street and like someone noticing me and knowing everything about me, it's just crazy because I'd always dream of being stopped in the street.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it comes to reality, it's just...
I think it's the few that, you know, like the ones, like we've had a few that have come over and started crying and you think, oh my God, wow. Like,
yeah, like our videos have really helped them in their lives somehow, just from us sharing our experiences. And when they break down in front of you, it really hits home, like, this is what we do. Because you don't really realise when you see numbers on a screen, it's like, when it's in person, it just hits way deeper, doesn't it?
Because the thing is as well, like, it's probably, like, it's similar, like, you're, in our minds, it's like, we're just trying to entertain people, right? And it's like, on the other side of that, there's people that are like, you saved my life. Like, this was a lifeline for me.
Yeah.
And I guess you guys must have that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, people just, and it's not until you see that or you meet those people and you think, whoa,
wow.
like, we just thought we were just being silly on camera.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It really is like that.
It's quite mad.
Yeah.
And then with, like, what was the kind of platform that really just like took off for you guys? That you that was it TikTok? That was like your foundation.
It was TikTok, but then we pushed YouTube heavily, didn't we?
Yeah,
Whereas
we pushed YouTube.
everyone else seemed to be pushing Instagram.
At the time we were doing it,
Yeah.
But I knew that YouTube was like the place to solidify your audience.
Yeah.
But yeah, TikTok in our prime, we were doing like hundreds of millions of views every month, which is, I mean, it's crazy when you think about it. But yeah, we just
It's insane when you actually think about how many people that
so
actually
many
is.
eyes. It's quite scary, really.
It's funny because, like, do you ever get it where you think, oh, that video didn't do well? It'd be like, depending on what platform, say it's like, oh, 300,000 views or whatever. That didn't do well. And it's like, that's 300,000 people.
Put them in a room.
It's just mad.
You can't put them in a room.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, you're filling out stadiums in your viewership, and you don't think about it like that.
So, like, how did you fall into social media, or like, how did that come about?
Yes.
It's all Joel. It was Joel's plan.
Plan.
I mean, slightly different to you, Connor. Like, it wasn't like necessarily like always a dream of mine. Like, I think for me, I just always had this like desire inside, like what you were saying earlier about you didn't want to just kind of live this same life that you were seeing like other people living, and I just kind of felt like there's more to life. Like, you can really just kind of like throw the rule book out the window. And I didn't really know what that looked like for us as a family, but it just was always there. It was always there. So I was always looking, always kind of like searching, thinking, what does that look like for us? And then I guess like...
We was kind of at a crossroads in life that you weren't happy with work. We had Sophie who had special needs and she was in and out of hospital all the time. And we didn't know at that point, she's absolutely healthy now, but at that point we didn't know how long she would, if she would.
What her life expectancy would be, yeah.
So I think, in Joel said it was like, how can I do something that'd be around?
Because there were certain other things like career or business or whatever, and I was like, it's gonna just pull me further. So I kind of had
what could you dabble in?
Yeah, and then I guess like my like Casey and Grace were watching YouTube, and then it was kind of like I loved making videos because my background was like filming and editing. That's what I did for a living.
So if we went on holiday,
So
you'd always make a family.
I'd always make a home movie.
Oh, cool.
But not even think to post it, like just for like we'd sit around and watch it or send it to some family or whatever. And it was like, I remember it was like, oh, I would love to do that for a living. Can't make a living off that. And then sort of seeing, oh wait, you could actually do that and make a living from it.
Yeah.
So then we were just like, oh, do you know what? Let's just go for it. Like, and I think we said, let's not look at the views. Let's just post for a year consistently on YouTube. And if nothing else, we've got a year's worth of videos we can look back on, memories or whatever. And then YouTube just kind of took off quite quickly for us. I think we're just like right place, right time, right content. And within like 8 weeks, it was like we were I quit my job and I was doing it full time. It was
quick.
It was mad. It was mad because I'm there
And
like
then because
a year, don't even look at the views.
Because it
do you know what I
came
mean?
that
Like,
quick, we were like, oh, it's going to disappear this quick.
Yeah, sure.
So, do you remember? We just
Yeah,
kept
in the
thinking
beginning, it
it's
was just
gonna
like-
disappear at any minute because this is too.
it's like
good.
trying to enjoy it, but also like just having this feeling of like, is it just going to go
And also
away?
not really understand it. Our friends didn't understand it. Like I remember getting my hair done, and they're like, "What? So you're okay with your husband doing this?" I'm like, "Yeah." What, he can actually make money? I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Like
No, like people thought I was just doing it like for fun. Like I was doing like a Weetabix advert just for fun. And
Just
it's
for a
like,
laugh.
Yeah,
Just for a free box of Weetabix.
People thought I was having like a midlife crisis.
No,
Like my friends like
do you remember in the beginning though? It was really funny because we did an ad for Dyson, and I got a free Dyson. And I was so happy.
Yeah, you
I'm
take
like,
a
oh
free
my
product.
goodness, that
Yeah.
It was
like,
it was our
you were
first
getting paid
brand
for it.
deal.
You could buy yourself that Dyson. Like in his head, I'm like, yeah, but it's free.
It's
Yeah.
free.
We've
like,
made it.
I was like, we're getting paid, and she was like, oh, and she's like, and I get to keep the Dyson. I'm like, you can have the
Yes,
Dyson.
you can have the
Yeah.
Dyson.
We're getting paid for this.
I feel like a bit more of an imposter because I'm not very good on social media at all. I don't watch any YouTube. I call it the YouTube.
The YouTube.
On
the YouTube.
It did used to be called that, right? I swear it was something like that.
Oh,
Or was
don't
it
tell her that 'cause
Facebook?
she'll
The
think
Facebook.
Oh, there you go.
she'll think
That's
she's
fine.
right.
I don't know.
But the other day, I got not my first, but I got a DM that I was like, I showed Casey and Grace, our two eldest. I'm like, I've made it. Lemmy gummies. Message me like, you can have whatever you want. I'm like,
Wow.
made it.
Yes.
I'm gonna take that Kourtney
Again,
Kardashian.
She's the most excited thing that's happened to her is a free product that probably cost
No,
$30.
because
There's
like,
nothing wrong with that.
like, it's closer to the Kardashians.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
That's why.
No, but it is kind of funny because like I've kind of been leading it, and then Sarah wasn't actually in the videos. It was like me, Casey, and Grace.
Oh, really?
And then she was helping like behind the scenes, and I was like,
Oh, I think it's a great idea, and I was all for it.
She
like,
was so supportive.
Yeah, I was
But
behind
was like,
it, but
you need to get
Yeah,
in.
get in.
And then like eventually she sort of come in it, and then
yeah.
And
But
then
even
the kind of
still
rest
now,
is
like I
history.
won't watch anything back. If my mum watches every video, and she's like, oh, that video is really good. I'm like, no
Dunno.
idea.
No idea. I was
I
just
won't
in
watch
it.
it back. I hate my voice. I hate what
Oh.
I
you should hear the things I say about
Yeah.
you on those videos.
Yeah.
because I'm not really a person that wears a lot of makeup, and I don't want to be, or I don't really do my hair, like, and I don't want to change that because that's.
Okay.
But if I watched it, I probably would. I'd probably like, oh,
I see what you're
you
saying.
need that done. You need.
No.
yeah,
Nah, you always look great in the videos.
Oh, thanks, but yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're saying. No, I know what you're saying.
Going back to babies, how did you think of the name Koazy? Whereas
Right, here we go. This is
Here
where
we
this
go.
is where I got taken out of context. It was I had a weird list of names where
Yeah.
like if I saw a name I liked, I'd put it in the list, and then I'd like start jumbling names, and then I'd just start thinking of random words and putting them in the list, and then we came down to it. Already had the name. I don't actually remember how it happened to be on my list.
We knew we wanted a unique name.
Yeah. So then we had a Koazy and Eli, and they were the two names that we went to the hospital thinking, right, this baby's either
Yeah.
going to be a Koazy
Yeah.
or an Eli. And then when I was 2 weeks overdue with him, everyone started telling me, oh, he's so cozy in there. He just doesn't want to come out.
yeah,
So I
So you're
thought,
like, it's a sign.
I said, it's a sign. He's supposed to be. But obviously people have flipped it and said that I've called him Koazy because people told me he was Koazy.
Oh.
But he also looked like a Koazy.
Yeah, when he came out, we
As
were
soon
like,
as I saw him, I was like,
Koazy.
that's Koazy.
Oh.
No.
So did you receive like a lot of backlash for having a unique name? Because I feel at the moment it feels like it's such a hot topic. There's so many influencers and celebrities that just seem to be like in the firing line for having unique names. Like obviously we know Tennessee Thresher and Danny Aaron's, and they called their kid Suede, which I absolutely love.
I love that
It's
name.
like I see stuff online and comments and stuff about it, and it's like people just have such a bee in their bonnet.
Why?
And it's like I just don't even get why it bothers people so much.
It doesn't affect them in any way.
Like there's traditional names of people like I know. It's like they call the kid, I won't say whatever, and it's like I don't like that name. Like,
Yeah, but
do
you
know what
wouldn't say
I'm not
that.
going to go and tell
Tell them,
Like,
yeah.
it's like it's all right. Like call your kid that, like whatever. But what happened?
Yeah, we had a pretty bad response to it, didn't we?
Bit of a stinker.
Bit of a stinker.
Yeah.
But
Because it went quite viral, right? Did it?
yes.
Liana's meltdown went a bit viral, but obviously she'd just given birth, and which was quite traumatic.
I was,
so feelings were through the roof.
Yeah, probably had a bit of postpartum depression. Not diagnosed with anything, but it just hit probably. Like if anyone said anything to me now, I'd be like,
Oh yeah,
what?
you get over
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And what? But it's one of them where it's like his name's Koazy, and as far as I'm concerned, it's not that far from Cody or Kobe.
Not
or,
that we have to justify
no,
it.
no, I know.
No.
But then it's like I think it's because it's a word, and people are like, well, it's a word, it's not a name. But then you have to think about all the old names, like Iris is like the thing inside your eye, and
River.
Yeah.
Pearl, and
Lovely
like
name.
like a lot of these names have come from words in the past, and obviously there was no social media back then, so you wouldn't have been
Also, like
anything.
why have we got to a point where we're like you're not allowed to have any new names?
Well, exactly.
Like
Yeah, I
all the
know.
names have been invented and made by people who
No
lived
more.
hundreds and thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
What as a generation
Yeah.
we're not allowed to also come up with.
Especially when there's quite a few like Jameses in like a class. They'd be like James C, James A, like
That's why I didn't like
Yeah.
being called Connor. There were so many Connors at school, and I didn't want him to. I want him to stand out and know that he's amazing in his own way. So I
Yeah.
think giving him a name that's unique, so there'll be no one in his class called Koazy. So he's just going to stand out, and that's exactly what I wanted for him.
Yeah, but also at the end of the day, I think like it's a name. If he grows up and he says, "I don't like this name," okay, we'll go and change it. Like
Yeah, it's his life, his decision, right?
you can
Well,
go by a
Casey
nickname.
didn't like
you
her
can...
name growing up. She does now, but she didn't because the way we
we
spelled,
also spelt it.
Kaci, so that she could never. You know when you go in the shops and you can get pencils or
You could never get a name on
you
a
couldn't.
keyring.
Grace
Yeah,
would buy
we always
everything.
joke about that.
Yeah.
But you can nowadays you can get everything personalised.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
And it wasn't a huge dilemma in our lives that we couldn't get personal stuff against.
And
No.
also because she was so hooked on Selena Gomez on Wizards of Waverly Place, she actually wanted her name to be Alex. I mean,
Yeah.
Alex Russo.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
Alex
yeah.
Russo.
But yeah,
So that's why.
the way we spelt it as well was just so like if he grows up, he can go by Koa if he wants to.
Or Z.
Or,
You can abbreviate it.
Koes.
Yeah, I mean,
Ed.
to be fair, even if you do like your name, it usually in some way gets.
what about family
Abbreviated.
members? Did any family members say anything?
No
or
one
they
said
were-
anything,
No,
did
they
they?
loved
I don't- well, no one said. No one said anything. Unless
Maybe
they
they
were just
thought
holding
it.
it. Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
So will Baby Girl have an unusual name or?
I don't think it's as unusual, is it?
And you haven't said online what it is yet,
No.
but you've
You've
been
given
dropping
hints,
clues,
right?
right?
I think you've been posting it everywhere.
Well, yeah, I have.
But yeah, no
And
one
no
knows.
one's guessed.
No
No
one's
one's
picked up
guessed
on
it, so
it,
it must
no.
be slightly unusual.
I don't think it is.
Is it not? They're just rubbish at guessing.
Can you give us a clue?
What's one?
No.
Are the clues like subliminal?
No exclusives, or
Are the clues like subliminal, as in, or are you saying this is a clue?
You've literally
Or
been
I
posting
have
it.
literally posted the name, not in context of a name, but I have posted.
places we've been or signs we've seen. It's been on there.
Okay, I'm gonna go and stalk your socials
Yeah.
later. I'm gonna find it.
I mean, people have tried.
Sometimes it's just obviously there.
Well, and no one in the comments has got it right.
No one's got it
No
right.
one said it
not
once.
a single person.
Wow.
Not that I've seen.
Wow.
There could
Did-
be.
Did like the reaction to Koazy's name make you think twice about, or is this decision, because you're saying it's a little bit unusual but not as unusual? Has that affected your decision?
No.
Or no?
No, I think it's just because it goes so nicely with Koazy's
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
And
It's a really nice name. I really like
Okay,
it. I
so
think
Yeah.
they've chosen
it
well.
goes well
Yeah.
with Koazy.
But yeah, we
so it
don't
might
care
be another
about
clue.
Koazy and Cotswolds.
Cotswolds.
Cotswolds
That's
feels
what
like
the
a
baby
very
the
boom-
posh
Koazy,
name.
Yeah.
we could open a
We're
business.
not that
The Koazy
posh.
Cotswolds.
Yeah. But yeah, we've kind of got over the whole people have opinions. We
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
They've got opinions about everything. You can't.
Because like you guys obviously started a podcast back in April, was it right?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Something like that.
A few months ago. So first of all, like what was the kind of thinking around that? Like whose idea was it? And then I'm just going to want to find out your experience since starting the podcast.
So it's always my idea whenever there's any sort of
it's long form,
expansion.
so it's your department.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know. The idea was speak about our lives, the stuff that we wouldn't show in a vlog.
Yeah, I feel like it's stuff I would like to ramble in a vlog, but you know, like when you're vlogging, you don't want to just
Don't wanna bore
fill it up
people.
with just boring conversation.
Yeah. So we just thought, you know
Somewhere
what?
to ramble.
2 mics, a shoebox, get going.
But I've always said, I was like, no, we're never doing a podcast. We're never going to be guests on podcasts.
Here we are.
Here you are.
Yeah.
But also
We
we
had
don't-
to pay them a huge fee. To
Yeah.
do it.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm joking. Do not clip that.
We also find that because we work together so often, we don't really get a chance to sit down and just talk,
Yeah.
even if it's a bit more personal. And I know it's on camera, but it does help to have that space.
Yeah, but you forget there's a camera. Like I've forgotten there's a camera here. To be
Yeah.
You do
honest.
forget, yeah.
We did say that as well. Our lives are so busy that the podcast was nice that we actually had time.
You get to sit
Just to
down and
sit
just
and-
vent
There's
to each
no
other.
other time
yeah.
in our week where that is scheduled
Yeah.
that we will sit down and
No.
spend that much
Yeah.
time just talking. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of mad.
Yeah.
It's usually in the
It
car
If
for
we're driving
us, isn't it?
somewhere,
Like
yeah.
every now and again.
But why did you say that you would never do a podcast?
Because
or-
the clips always get taken out of context. Always. It doesn't matter what you say.
Yeah.
And then, like, because he's even the one that clips them.
I clip
To be honest,
them,
I think that's good though because it kind of puts you a bit more in the driver's seat. I
Yeah.
find that if we get, if the team who do the clipping for us, like if they clip the thing first,
Yeah.
it's just a little bit easier to kind of like make sure the context is there.
Mhm.
Because if that clip goes viral as opposed to someone else posting it and it's out of context, then at least you've had an opportunity to kind of like do it
Show it.
properly,
Get it
if you know what
first,
I
yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
But have you kind of what has your experience been with like people clipping and comments online and stuff?
With the podcast, it's been fine. People
Yeah.
just post things they think are going to go viral, which is fine. We don't really say anything out of pocket, though. We do try and be careful because I can edit it. Like, nothing ever gets posted bad.
You get a lot of, oh, he's a red flag. What did we post recently?
I get a
that you
lot
were
of
getting,
red
like,
flags
he's a red
because
flag?
about marriage and.
Oh, it was marriage.
Oh.
Yeah, because obviously we have children and we're not engaged yet. and
yeah, a
not
lot of people
married.
hate that, and they say that because we've been together for 8 years, we should be married by
I should
now.
run in the opposite direction.
Which,
That's
I'm a
just-
massive red flag because of I don't want to be married. But it's not that
No,
I don't
no, you
want
didn't
to be
say
married.
that. Yeah, listen, you're
I'm
gonna watch
digging
what you're
myself a hole.
saying again now.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. It's just, I don't know. It could stem from my childhood. I saw my mum go through divorce.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is a big step for me. More so than having kids, which a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah, because we were saying, like, we think the biggest commitment, personally, is having children.
Yeah.
But then they're like, if that's the biggest commitment, then why are you not just getting married?
I don't know. I just want it to be special and when I'm ready.
I think it's tough as well, though, like, when like you work in this industry. Like, he's overthinking, like, I'm going to have to get the perfect moment. She's going to know when it's coming. How am I going to get this, like, filmed?
We
and-
share a bank account as well, so it's pretty difficult to, like,
Yeah.
how am I supposed to do it secretly?
But also, like, Koazy came.
Yeah, not unexpectedly,
unplanned,
but
but-
yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a kid thrown in the mix. I mean, if we didn't have Koazy, chances are we might have been married by now.
Probably would be.
And the thing is, it's like it's when you guys feel the time is right.
I
Like
know.
it's just your.
But everyone's got an opinion.
I know, and yeah, we've definitely found that it's like we were very lucky before, and we never really experienced any kind of like negativity, like hate or anything like that. And we always were just like kind of like touch wood, like I don't know what's happening, but we're sort of flying under the radar. And then as soon as we start the podcast, like from the
People that
first
didn't
episode,
watch
of
the
it.
podcast would just comment, and it got to the point where I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. I
Yeah.
don't like it. I could read something about myself and it wouldn't bother me. But
it's
if
when
I
they
read
say-
about Joel
yeah.
or the kid, like they were always saying, "Oh, he doesn't let her talk," and I'd be like, "Oh,
Really?
you know, like so." Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to a point where I was like, I don't think I can do this. Like, I don't like the negativity.
because
Or
like,
people being opinionated if we mentioned the kids, like, and we hadn't had that before.
I'm not letting you talk. Sorry.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but people
Okay.
also forget that you actually have got ADHD, and So have I. So it's, you know how difficult it is not to interrupt people and speak over them and speak for them.
Try, yeah.
But we've been together like so many. Like, I don't take offence, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
We laugh like we're in a meeting and
do you know what
he
really
talks
bugs
over
me is people get offended on
your
behalf
behalf,
when you're not offended.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's like, oh, she deserves better. Well, there was one like she does his washing, she does his cleaning, and I'm like, what
Who's this
couple
woman?
have you been watching? Because I don't do his washing. It's just.
I think as well, what I've found, it kind of feels like there's this, I don't know if I should say this. It feels sometimes like there's a bit of a witch hunt for men on TikTok of like, people are looking for red flags.
Yes.
Right? And it's like, there's things that we banter about, and like our relationship is, we're happy with how it works, right? With like who's responsible for what and stuff. And we kind of sometimes joke around the stereotypes of, you know, like whatever, like I'm like this or whatever, and people are just like, just go mad, like just absolutely. It's like, no, you shouldn't be together because I haven't picked up my pants off the floor, and it's like,
that's crazy.
Like what?
Yeah,
it's just mad. So.
But they also forget that we've got inside banter in our relationships, and they don't know the inside banter because they're not on the inside.
Or there was one I post a YouTube video on. I've got a channel where sometimes I just post absolute just rubbish, like what's going on in the day. And Connor was editing all day, and I was looking after little man. And then at the end of the evening, like we'd made a mess. There was toys everywhere, so I tidied up after Koazy, and people went mad that you hadn't helped me clean. And I was like, as far as I'm concerned, he's been working all day because he's been editing all of our videos and stuff. And people, they were being
not
so
happy.
nasty.
Yeah, they were saying horrible things. Some people really just sit there behind their computers and write some horrible things.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
I was just cleaning the mess that me and my son had made, but they were outraged at the fact that you didn't help.
Yeah, mental. Just the little things.
Yeah, I feel like people always, people are looking for it. They're looking for it, and then when they see like a potential sign of it, then they just go in.
Yeah, I don't even know if it comes up on my TikTok.
Scroll.
I just push
Yeah,
yes,
you
I'm
have
like,
to. You have
like,
to.
I need to
I don't
get
even
back
look
into that
now.
habit. I was really good at that in the beginning, and just scrolling past. And then more recently, I started looking at the comments, and I even like did what you should never do.
You
I
replied.
Jumped into a couple. Nothing like mad.
You do
like,
that.
Yeah, no, we really shouldn't do that.
And like you do
Is
it, and
that
you
a
think,
trait?
oh, I shouldn't have done that.
What's that?
Is that a trait?
Is that a trait of ADHD? The
Yeah.
fact that we can't stop ourselves from
He's
replying?
undiagnosed, so...
Although Wednesday, hopefully, I get my diagnosis.
Yeah, you're going for your diagnosis on Wednesday, aren't you?
Oh, wow. So what, like, what was the kind of, like, when did you think,
As a child, it stemmed through my whole life. And since being with Liana, and she's obviously, living with a partner's difficult with ADHD, I've found in a lot of ways. I didn't know that until I got with you, but yeah, since a child, it's been mental.
So you've always sort of known, like, you've got ADHD, you've just not had it officially diagnosed.
Yeah.
And then you've got your appointment on
Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Yeah, so hopefully.
And then because I guess in your mind, like, you know if you've got it, right? Like, or you just kind of want that almost... Because my daughter Grace, like, it's so clear she's got ADHD, but she just really wanted that.
You need to know.
Just to say, like, okay, it is official. Like,
because it doesn't change you,
have
it changes the people around you. That's what I say.
That's
Chloe,
so true.
Chloe's also got it.
Yeah.
And
oh no, now it is diagnosed. Yeah,
and it's diagnosed. Yeah, diagnosed. And we just recently got her diagnosed, but it's just changed. She's not anymore, but she could have been seen as a naughty child.
Exactly.
She was always doing things.
You were a naughty
But even like
child,
now,
maybe.
like last night, we let her stay up late, and you're like, she should be tired now. And it was like 11 o'clock at night, and we're all going to bed. She's still doing handstands up the wall, and I'm like, how are you not tired? Like, chill out.
It's so important to get it diagnosed early, though. I wish there was more knowledge about it when I was a child, because I could have done with that.
I think the thing is now, I think the problem is that there's this thing of like, everyone's got it, and it's like people then kind of like belittle it or like dismiss it. It's like, everyone and their nan and their dog has got ADHD, right?
Yeah.
And it does feel like that. It does feel like, I think probably a couple of things are happening. Like, people just were going undiagnosed before, so all of a sudden it's like there's more awareness around it, so people are getting the diagnosis. And it's probably also other people who just think, I want something.
Well, and it's hereditary as well. So
it is.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, really.
And like, how, like, does it like caused like problems for you guys in your?
Yeah, it has done. I have good days and bad days. I always look at it like it can be a superpower in the way that it makes me so creative, and I can like hyper focus on something that I love doing, which would be YouTube content.
Music.
Even then, sometimes I can't control how I feel about that, but and music. But other ways, like especially in a relationship. Oh, what were you think I was going to say?
Addicted to gaming.
So I've got addictions like gaming, and then I went through an alcohol addiction at some point. So it kind of, it has its ups and downs. But with our relationship, it has been a struggle at times.
Yeah.
I just can't turn my brain off.
Mood swings.
And mood swings massively.
Random noises around the house.
Random noises. Just being a guy, right? It's just a man
Sometimes, because our bedroom's on top of we've got like a little garage gym, and he'll just make the most, no one in there with him. You just hear him in the bedroom just making the most random noise I've ever heard.
Thanks for that. Clip that.
Yeah.
I mean, can we get an example? Or?
No, I don't even know I'm doing it half the time. It's not Tourette's, but it's like, it's just so normal for me. It could be. I mean, I'm not sitting here.
Yeah, but like you have to get it out.
No, that's actually true. Like sometimes with my ADHD, I feel like there's a build-up of pressure inside of me. I don't really know how to explain it. I tried to explain it when I had a phone call with the examiner people, whatever they're called.
We went to a Most Haunted night, and like the host was explaining everything, and you couldn't help but make noise.
I was the ghost on the Most Haunted night. Everyone thought there was so much activity. It was just me in the corner.
Chloe would do that. She would be so good at school, and she'd get in my car and she'd be like, ah!
Explosion.
Yeah, and it was literally like she had to just have this outburst. And at first, again, it's that thing of now you understand. At first, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what? As you're driving. Whereas now I was like, oh, okay, it's literally that. She's got this build up.
Yeah.
And it needs to come out.
So good at school, and she has to, she needs an out, and that's okay.
It's hard
you're
for kids.
fidgety as well, and
can't sit still.
bite your nails.
Yeah, I think it's just like now going forward, I'm not sure what to do because I'll get the diagnosis, and then what?
Well, I was going to ask you, would you consider medication?
Probably, but I've never spoke to anyone that can give me an opinion on whether I should or shouldn't.
I can just tell you personal experience because I am now on medication. I mean, it's so different for everyone.
Okay.
But I think it has been an interesting experience. I've been on it for a few months now, and I think everyone's like so different in their ADHD. Like obviously there's common traits, but there's things that we'll be able to relate, and then things that we won't. But for me, I feel like I really struggle to focus on certain aspects of work. Yeah. And to be able to like almost like sometimes just to get into it, and like the procrastination is like so bad sometimes. And it's like, and you kind of like, you know, you've got a deadline and you've got a week or whatever, and then it's all of a sudden like 24 hours before you're like working through the night to like get that thing done. Or there's things that are like important, but they're not urgent. There's no deadline, so they just never happen, but they are important things that need to really happen. Yeah. So what I found with the medication is like, I take that medication and it is a bit like a magic drug. Really? I literally can focus. Like it lifts. I mean, this is just my personal experience. Of course, I can't tell anyone, but I'll find that, you know, I'll get days where I'll wake up and I'll think I've got no motivation. I've got to go into the office. I've got meetings. I've got podcasts, and it's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to like talk to anyone. I literally
or even
just
yesterday
like
morning, you were super tired.
I literally was falling asleep.
Yeah,
and
he was like, I'm going to take my medication. Give me half an hour.
Do you drink coffee?
You can't on the medication, but I used to go through about 5 Monsters a day and 2 coffees.
Me. Yeah, but I'd still crash and be tired.
Right? Yeah. So what I found with the medication is it will just like in 1 hour, I'll be all of a sudden gone from no motivation, don't want to do anything, don't want to talk, don't want to work, to I cannot wait to like open my laptop and I'll just crack on with that thing that I've been putting off for however long. Wow. I'll do the podcast, I'll film a YouTube video, because I find as well sometimes when we shoot YouTube videos, like I just find it really hard to get into it to start with. Yeah. If I take the medication, I'm just like,
well, yesterday he felt like that, and then he was falling asleep. He was like, right, I'm going to take one. And then within the hour, he was jet washing everywhere.
Oh, wow. Oh my God, it was so productive. It was insane. But yeah, because you don't have to take it every day. Like,
we did not like him anyway. Okay. He doesn't normally jet wash. He didn't even know where the jet wash was or the hose.
Out of character.
So just because it was a Sunday and we were at home.
I did find that there was a point where it almost become like it was going the other way. So between ChatGPT and the medication, which I sort of found both at the same time, all of a sudden I was able to work on stuff that I was never able to do before. Like just like I was able to like do stuff that I wanted to do, which I just couldn't, because I had like this structure that ChatGPT could give me. The medication gave me this focus and this like this extra drive to do it. But then all of a sudden I'm working till 3-4 in the morning, and I'm getting up at 7 every day, and literally it almost become like it just consumed me. So there is a point where you start to go, okay, cool, like it's good, but you need to find like a balance and kind of pump the brakes or whatever. But
yeah, it wasn't until you got diagnosed that Joel used to go through like this cycle where it was like everything was great and then it was really bad, and like he would get a little bit not depressed, but like we used to think you had that sad, is it?
Yeah,
you know,
like that
in the winter,
seasonal affective,
like Christmas,
whatever, like
January,
seasonal depression
February.
kind of thing.
Yeah. So December, January, February, you'd get down and then you'd get back up again. Like, and I think now with the ADHD, you haven't been as bad in those months. So it must have been something to do with like your ADHD somehow.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, when you get your diagnosis, they'll do this thing called, I never say it right, titration, where basically you can like test different medications. So they might give you one and say, right, do that for a month, or you might say do it for 2 weeks.
Okay.
See how you get on, change all the dose and stuff, and kind of find. And the thing is, at the end of the day, if you try it and it's not for you, then it's like it's not for you. Do you know what I mean?
It works for you, but Grace, it's not. It doesn't work. That she doesn't like. It does make her feel a little bit down and a little bit crashed by the evening, doesn't it?
Okay.
I found that when I first took it, it was like in the first half of the day it was great, and by the end of the day it's like I become quite withdrawn. Like I didn't really want to like talk to people, and almost like I can't really explain it, but it was a bit of a weird thing. But then I did just kind of like carry on, and then eventually kind of got used to it.
He
and
did
now
accidentally overdose as well, and he was up for like 48 hours.
Oh my god! I did not sleep for 48 hours.
That's not
That's
good.
like you on creatine.
Oh, well, that's not like me, is it? I was in agony. I wasn't up for 24 hours.
Well, no, but
I thought I was dying.
Have you ever seen that film Limitless, where he takes a pill and it's like he can do everything, right? It almost feels like that. But I took it in the morning. And I was sort of like self-dosing at that time. I was like tipping like half the pill out.
We do not recommend to self-dose.
No, so like I wasn't really following the instructions or whatever. And then I ended up accidentally like taking like so much of it.
Yeah.
And I could not sleep. I didn't sleep. Well, yeah, for like nearly 48 hours.
That's crazy.
And I was like, oh my God, I could do this every now and again and just get so much work done. Like it was like a magic thing. But yeah. So no, it's like, I think loads of people have different opinions. Before I felt like when I first got my diagnosis, I think I was like 30 when I got it, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to take medication. I almost just like dismissed it, like I don't need medication. And now I'm kind of like, medication's there for a reason.
You know how to utilize
You know
it.
what I mean? So it definitely works for me. But
okay, so it's a learning curve.
It definitely has. There's a huge, even I would say, like, have you taken your medication today? Because it is one of the biggest problem in our relationship, I would say. So I try to be as understanding as possible, and I think I am, but there are times that even I'm like, can I do this?
Yeah.
Like, this is hard, like the up and down. Like sometimes when things are bad, he feels like they're really bad, and I have to be like, it's not.
Yeah.
I have to kind of lift him up a little bit, like.
Yeah, if like things aren't going well with like because we've got like other businesses and stuff, and like things just like get really tough. It all of a sudden just feels like everything's
all
crashing
at once,
down.
Yeah.
But I feel like even with the medication, like it makes you more optimistic.
Oh really?
Like I don't know, like it's kind of like especially in the first half of the day, you're kind of like everything's amazing.
Yeah.
So
and we have like a PA, but with Joel's to-do list, he has a huge to-do list. Like no one can manage it but me. For some reason, we've worked that I know how his brain works, how to give him his to-do list. Because if
she has to give me like little bite-sized
I give him like
pieces.
That's a great part of it.
and then I work
love
out
that.
how his day's going, and if he hasn't got enough time to take it, or then I basically on my notes got his like overall huge list. What do we call it? I can't
Master
remember.
list.
Master list,
And then his today list. So I'll transfer it to there. And then if he's not doing quite well, I just take a little bit off and like just focus on that, because
That's so great.
he can't have a good day unless he's ticked,
Yeah.
physically ticked.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just do that and then come home and be the good husband, dad that we want you to be.
I'm sure, like, obviously, I'm sure you've found like coping things over the years, like that kind of work for you. Because I had no idea I had ADHD at all. It wasn't until I went to like a counselling session, because I was just like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Wrong with
like
me,
this. And then after a few sessions, like, and she kept asking me different questions. She's like, have you ever been like tested for ADHD? I was like, no.
Even when you came home to tell me, I was like, oh,
when I looked into it, I was like, oh my
hyper.
God, like what the hell? Like, yes. Like, and then it kind of made sense. But what sort of things have you like kind of found that work for you? Like,
it was caffeine, but then it kind of had the adverse effect because I'd have too much to try and keep going or whatever. I don't know. Like, I need to keep my phone away from me when I'm working. Even then I'll find a way to procrastinate, but sometimes it helps for a little bit.
I mean, coming off caffeine helped you loads.
Yeah, coming
so
off
you
caffeine.
off it completely now?
He has one little one in the morning.
I went back onto it. It's just such a struggle, isn't it? Like, the way your brain works, it's like you don't want to do something, but you have to do it. You can't really control it. And I think that what you're saying with the medication, it sounds like your brain kind of opens up a bit more and you can kind of control yourself a little bit better.
Yeah, because it's like, because like the thing is, you can't actually have caffeine on it. So I've now cut caffeine out completely, and I don't feel the need for it, because the pill that I'm taking in the morning is just filling that. But without, like, there is obviously some side effects, but it's not like when you've had however much caffeine and you get towards the end of the day and you're just like brain fog and you just feel absolutely like demolished.
Horrible.
And you're just like, you got nothing left for the family and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's I think for me, I feel for Sarah more than anyone.
Yeah,
like,
I say
having
that
to
a lot.
like
Put up with us.
Put up with us, yeah.
But you probably know my brain better than I know my brain, which is exactly like Sarah. Like, she'll do all the lists for Joel because she knows how you work better. I think it's the same with you. You can see it better from the outside. Make me a list. A master list.
A master list.
Yeah.
Before we move on to some listener questions for you guys, we actually have here your pregnancy craving, which I've never heard of before. It is a grape and cheese sandwich.
With mayo.
With mayo. Do we have mayo in this? We do have mayo in
Wow.
this. Okay, good. So is this something that you ate before as well? But you just really love it in the pregnancy? Because I've never heard of this sandwich before.
Fruit and bread.
Delicious.
How did this become a sandwich?
I swear that I used to have it at my sister's house, but when I mentioned it to her recently, she denies ever having a cheese and grape sandwich. So I don't know if I used to have like a cheese sandwich at my sister's house and then one day I randomly decided to put grapes in it when I was a bit younger or what, but I was convinced she introduced me to it.
You thought you were brought up on this, but really you've actually
I clearly created
You've
it.
invented this. Well, I mean, I'm keen to try it.
Killer combo.
I mean, we just need to make sure it's definitely been made right for your
I feel like
standards.
you need to have the first
Yeah,
bite
you've
to
got
be
to
like,
try that.
Okay, right.
Is this the
Right.
Okay, here you go.
Grapes are halved, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of mayo we got in here?
Is it Hellman's?
What?
Is it got to be Hellman's? Or
No,
we were out with
Heinz.
Heinz. We're all right with Heinz.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's Heinz.
I feel like you've been a bit stingy on the mayo.
Okay.
A bit stingy on the grape as well.
Job can't wait.
Is it cheddar cheese? How's the cheese? All right.
It's thick cheese.
Okay, well, the grapes could be a bit nicer.
I mean, they're from about 3 weeks ago. No,
Oh, that's it
right.
then.
All right, let me try.
Overall, yeah.
Okay.
So
let's
what point
pass
was
that
you
around.
introduced to a cheese and grape sandwich?
This pregnancy.
Me?
Oh, really?
This is
Yeah.
just-
Oh, yeah.
Mad.
This pregnancy. Which,
Wait a minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Yeah. Hear me out. That's actually good.
It's
I
unbelievable.
thought I was going to be like, no.
Yeah, it's actually really nice.
Oh, yeah,
Never
the
in a million
grapes
years.
could be better.
That
though.
actually goes so well.
We should have
Grapes could be better.
we should have bought them one with good
Yeah, I
grapes.
didn't think.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I was
have
like-
you guys ever tried a banana sandwich?
No.
I like banana on toast. I
was
reckon
brought
it
up
would
in
be
a
very
banana.
similar.
You mush it, completely mush it, add a bit of sugar, and
I
then
feel
put
like I
that
have
in,
had
in
that.
a sandwich.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
that's
wartime
nice.
thing.
Delicious.
It does.
No, nice.
Did I ever
Nice.
mention I was poor?
Yeah. Occasionally she brings it up on the podcast. So.
I love the banana sandwich.
No, mine, it's not that weird, but because I grew up in America, peanut butter and jelly jam sandwich is literally like my go-to sandwich. But when I went to school and I'd take my packed lunch and I just moved over and I was like, people were like, what you got in your sandwich? I'm like, peanut butter and jelly. And people were like, you got jelly in your sandwich? Like, it was like, what? Look at this kid over here, he's got jelly
You
in
wouldn't
his
be allowed
sandwich.
that now with all the allergies.
Yeah,
Not allowed
but
nuts in school.
that is
true.
my go-to. I don't actually know anyone else that eats that on a regular basis.
I don't think
like,
I've ever tried it.
Really?
I've never
have you
tried
ever-
it.
I hate
I can't
peanuts.
try it. I can't eat peanuts.
Oh, you can't have peanuts. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
So
It
you're the
sucks.
reason that we got them banned in the school.
Yeah.
I'll
It
never
was
forgive
me.
you for that. No,
Sorry.
okay.
Okay, so listeners' questions. So first one, what's something you've had to cut out of a vlog? Your biggest argument?
We don't.
We don't argue ever, and that's not.
And
we're
it
not
wouldn't
just
be
Wow.
on.
saying.
And if we did, it wouldn't be on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, we literally never argue, which is not even lying.
We
never
get aggy
argue.
at each other and stuff, but we don't.
No,
argue.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
especially when you're living with someone with ADHD.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh,
just-
look, there's
we
been
s-
moments where she's had to walk out the room,
Yeah.
but it's never caused an argument.
Yeah. There's never.
We just
an
go
Wow.
silent in argument. It's crazy.
We don't go silent.
I go
We-
silent. I
yeah,
can't handle
but then we come back
arguments.
together and then we discuss and then go from
10
there.
minutes later, go for a hug. It's all good.
Wow.
He-
That is
Very
brilliant.
nice.
I'm
you
so
couldn't have a
impressed.
serious argument with him anyway because
No.
he'd make me like smirk halfway through and then,
Yeah.
you know, like once you've smirked it's game over.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Cute.
that. Have you accidentally ever left something in a vlog that was meant to be cut out?
Ours is normally the address.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
actually, you've put a bank card
Oh, I did.
in an Instagram story before.
Yeah.
But luckily, the card wasn't activated.
Yeah.
Did people try
I
and
did
use
that.
it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There was
Yeah.
like Smith's
of
toy
declined.
store, hundreds of pounds coming out.
I'd taken it upstairs to activate the card and I'd left it and it had dropped into like a pile of clothes and I'd taken a picture of a pile of clothes, like sorting through the clothes or whatever I'd posted. And it was literally just there and it's one of those cards where all the details are on one side of the
Yes.
card.
Why do they do that?
They do that now.
Why?
I did an ad for Revolut and I showed my Revolut card. And fortunately, there was like hardly anything in that
Yeah.
account at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, but when I went on, hundreds of declined
Yeah, yeah,
transactions.
yeah.
Even like I looked the other day and it was still, people were still trying
How
it.
sad is that that people
Yeah.
would
So,
do
yeah.
that?
And I'm like, some of the purchases as well.
I
are,
know,
like,
I know, but-
so trivial. I'm like, at least go for something big.
Yeah,
Do
well,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
I felt bad because I was like, there was like Lego transactions trying to come through. I was like, what if there's just someone trying to buy some toys?
Should we just
for
put a
their
few
kids?
through? Let's
Yeah.
accept a few.
Yeah, except
No,
a
I
couple.
couldn't do that anyway, but
Okay, next one is how do you balance sharing your children's lives online while respecting their privacy?
We never show any bad moments, you could call them. So obviously,
no crying, no tantrums.
yeah, no crying tantrums, like only the happy, positive vibes.
Yeah.
We never show them in a vulnerable position or state, basically.
yeah. Yeah, same as us.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I think it's kind of, well,
And as
you'd
they
say
get
it's
older,
common,
if they don't want to be in the videos, they don't have to
Yeah.
be.
Totally their
Like,
choice, yeah.
yeah.
you'd say it's common sense for like things you would and wouldn't put in a vlog.
Mm.
But then there's so many other like crazy things that happen on YouTube with other families
Yeah.
and you kind of watch
Yeah.
it and you go,
Yeah, some of them are a bit mental.
What?
Well, this
Yeah.
is what
Why?
I saw a TikTok yesterday, and it was somebody that is talking about family YouTubers,
Mm.
and it's because of that passenger.
Well, that was
That
crazy, though.
Yeah. And it's like people comment like, because of them, I now don't like any family YouTubers.
Yeah, that
doesn't
They
make
shouldn't be
sense.
doing.
I'm like, they were
oh.
family YouTubers, but she was also an absolute psychopath. It
Literally.
just
Yeah.
so happened to be that you put the two things together. It
Yeah.
wasn't because she was a family YouTuber, but she was just
Yeah, because if you look
crazy.
at ours, like Sophie's not in very many because she doesn't really want to be. She'll say to us, "Cut the camera," and she'll tell you something. Sometimes she's like,
Yeah.
"Give me the camera." Like,
Oh.
Yeah, so
but
we just kind
I
of
think
base
it's
it off of what
whatever
they're-
they want to
Just
do.
sharing genuine moments.
Yeah.
Nothing staged. Nothing.
Nothing
Say
too
this.
personal.
Do this.
Yeah, no,
Just life.
Yeah. What do you guys think you'd be doing if you weren't doing social media? Was there any? Well, you only had Plan A.
Yeah.
So
No.
do you?
No?
No.
What's...
As in, do you see? Would you have seen yourself doing anything else, or?
No.
Well, you
Nice.
sing.
Yeah,
so
That's
you'd have-
kind of similar field. Entertainment.
Do you still do
Okay.
your singing?
He's
Here and
releasing
there.
a song August 1st.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
amazing.
my first ever song.
Oh, amazing.
So this is the first ever release.
Yeah, it took me 29 years to actually put something out there.
He's got loads of songs. He's
Wow.
just never released
Why have you
them.
never
Yes.
released them?
I'm just never happy with the final product.
Yeah, perfection.
trait.
Yeah. The thing is, with those things you can keep
Forever.
forever,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it doesn't necessarily get better; it just becomes different.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever find that, like,
Yeah.
even with editing, you can just
Yeah.
keep?
I could edit all
making
day, but you just need to
changes.
publish it.
Yeah.
you
Which
just
is what
got
I
to go
thought
for
this
it.
time. So
Are you excited, or how are you feeling?
yeah,
about it?
kind of, because I don't care how it does or performs, because it's just like a side thing that I've always loved to do.
Oh, you had a little local radio play, haven't you?
Yeah,
Ah.
local radio
Oh,
play.
that's
That's
cool.
kind of cute. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's your form of art, and you want to put it out,
Yeah.
regardless of whatever. Like, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck with that. When's
Thank
it out?
you. 1st of August.
1st of August, guys. Make sure you check it
Amazing.
out.
Thank you.
And then, Liana, what about you? Is there anything else that you kind of feel like you might have been doing?
Was kind of going down the personal trainer route. I mean, not so much anymore. But when I was working at Morrison's at the time before I met him, after the work, I'd just go straight to the gym. So that's kind of the route I was going for.
You wanted to be a Gymshark athlete, right? Which is something to aspire to.
Oh, definitely.
I don't feel like it's as aspired to anymore.
No, back then.
I feel like back then it
Yeah.
was like such an achievement. Like they
It was
have
like
so
the
many
thing.
of them then,
Yeah.
but like back
Yeah.
then they only had like a handful, and
it was a
like,
dream,
"Ooh."
right? Yeah.
But yeah, that fell off a while ago.
So other than your single, is there any other projects that you're working on?
I've got a book coming
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
Oh god, we sound like we're so achieved.
We came here to
Yeah.
talk about nothing,
So
and we
you
actually
don't-
have things to
You-
So
talk
this is
How
a
about.
are you
book
getting to the
tour and an
end?
album tour.
An
That's
album
actually
tour in
the
one.
How
podcast,
are you getting to the
yeah.
end? Only tell us these. Yeah. Okay. What's the book about?
So it's a memory book, but at the same time it's an activity book. So
Oh, I love
like
that.
inside it'll have kind of like all your milestones that you want to put down for like your children, but also there'll be like prompts like draw a picture of your favorite dinner and
How you visualize your family members
yeah,
at this
like
age.
what does your family look like, so they can draw pictures of their
Oh,
family,
that's
and then you
really
could get one
cute.
like every year and kind of see how their interpretation of like
Yeah.
family members have changed and stuff. So just
That's
a little
such a cool idea.
That
just
is
a little
really
twist
cute.
on kind of like just a milestone book, which a lot of the ones that I've bought are just like notebooks,
Yeah.
just like a question and a whole lot of like page.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's really sweet.
And
Yeah.
when's that coming out?
November.
No.
August 2nd.
yeah. One after the other.
November 4th.
November something.
Oh, just in time for Christmas.
Yes.
Christmas gift. All those babies being born at Christmas.
Exactly.
Oh.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Whose DMs have you snuck it into? And it says Justin Bieber's. Maybe is someone know something we don't know?
Yeah, he was really keen on me back in the day
Yeah.
When you're that Gymshark model.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Biebs loved it, didn't
when
they?
I was working
When he
out.
came into Morrison's one day.
Yeah, he wanted a refund on his meal deal.
Oh. What sandwich did he get? I'm kind of interested.
Yeah,
Grape
the
and
cheese.
cheese.
The
About
grape
the
and cheese.
grape.
Is that why you love it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was unfortunately me. I've loved Justin pretty much my whole life.
That wasn't a DM though.
Wasn't
It
a
was
DM, but
comment.
basically, long story short, he had a friend back in the day when he was going through like his Bizzle phase, which was like his rough era, transitioning from like baby singer
Yeah.
to Justin we know now. And he was hanging around with people I didn't like. Obviously, I was a bit jealous of his mates because I wanted to be mates with Justin. So embarrassing talking about this again. We did it on our podcast. And I called his mate self-obsessed in comments, just a passing comment, didn't expect anyone to see it. Justin saw it, came over to my Instagram profile and told me off basically. He basically wrote a whole paragraph on my Instagram like, everyone's handed different cards in life, and then he called me a judgmental prick.
Oh my! Wow.
Which I was.
That's actually mad.
Yeah,
But you're,
I
you're
was.
You got
excited
told off by
about it.
you got told off by Justin Bieber.
I did. I was low-key excited because, I don't know, being noticed by him was kind of cool, but I felt so... Looking back on it now, how embarrassing.
I know, but I was saying, like, when we spoke about it on our podcast, I was saying, how many people do you think leave nasty comments to get a response? Because
Yeah.
if that made you excited, like, how many people are purposely leaving...
Well, that's not why
Like
I did it, but
No,
I was
I
a
know.
hater.
I
But
know.
also, I guess like you in that moment, and this is what people don't actually realize, like that
They're
is an
gonna see
actual
it.
real person that actually will potentially see that
forget.
and
Yeah, you
actually
don't
feel
think,
a certain
do you?
way. And
You
I
do
think,
forget.
yeah, that's quite a mad story.
It's like when most of your comments...
I like
are
to
third
forget it, but it
person
keeps
as
getting
well.
brought up. I really wish it wouldn't.
Yeah,
Has anyone exciting slid in your DMs?
I can't tell you.
Oh.
'cause
It's
you'd
a
be-
secret.
Yeah, no,
Okay, all right.
honestly,
I
those
always say-
Kardashians, honestly, they just need to leave
Oh,
me alone.
Yeah.
Lenny as well.
No, I don't think I've ever had. Maybe like people whose kids watch the channel has actually been quite interesting. Not still into DMs, but when we were in Dubai and we were doing like this activity or whatever, and all of a sudden I just get this hand on my shoulder, and I turn around and I
You
look up.
looked up.
I look up, right, because he's
Oh.
super tall,
Mm.
and it was Eddie Hearn, and he was
Oh,
like.
cool.
he was like, oh, I've been trying to like DM you. I've been trying to like find you.
Joe's like,
and I'm like, huh? What? And he's like, yeah, like, just talking to me like, oh, my kids watch the channel. And Sarah's looking at me like, who is this, right?
See, don't
And,
know
like,
anything.
I'm not
Massive,
gonna like.
though.
That's like us, isn't it?
Why?
With who was it? Peter Crouch.
Oh, Peter Crouch, yeah.
Oh, really?
I didn't know who it was. And they came up to us saying that because they had their kids there at the Warner
Similar
Brothers.
story, because he's massive as well.
Yeah.
Massive people just
Yeah,
love
I thought
family
it was gonna be
content.
the same person.
You're like, he's just following everyone around.
And I didn't know who that was either. No.
No, and
I know.
and Sarah's going, and I'm going, he's way more famous than us. So I'm looking at it, and he, I mean, he's actually quite a good-looking dude, right?
Yeah.
And he's in good shape. He's
Joe's
very
like
tall.
rubbing his muscles.
No,
I'm like,
I put
you
my
okay?
head into his chest.
I'm like,
Wow.
you okay? He's like,
He was
Christ.
topless. No.
Oh, you have to.
And he was, and I think Sarah was thinking like he's like an actor, like a movie star or something. And I was like, is Eddie Hearn? And she's like, I don't know. And anyway, I was like, so yeah, we took a picture of them in the family.
That's cool.
It was so cool. Like it was actually
My
really
only,
cool.
I don't know if I've ever said this. My DM was Paris Hilton. I got
Cool.
because I
and me.
shared a.
Wait, she follows you guys?
Yeah, she
On
follows
TikTok.
us. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
I watched something of her. You know when she did that documentary about her when she was younger and she had to go to that. She was kidnapped in the nighttime.
Wow.
And taken to that.
I
But her
didn't-
mum
I
and
didn't
dad
know
had set
that.
it up. You know, like those camps, like.
Oh, what? She
can't
went to
remember
some
that
kind of like
documentary.
rehabilitation
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah,
didn't
and I
even watch
watched it,
Yeah.
and I was just literally put it on my story, and she then sent back like a heart. But I was
Ah.
like, no, I opened it. I was like, I didn't send a heart to her, and then I was like, oh, she sent me one.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
That
cool
is
when they
quite cool.
notice.
Well, that's all we've got time for. I feel like we could talk for days. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming down. We've really, really enjoyed it. And
Thank you
good
for
luck
having
with
us.
everything and the baby coming very soon. And guys, if you aren't already, make sure you're following these guys. You search Connor and Liana anywhere, you're going to find them. You're probably already following them. But yeah, thank you so much. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you, bye.
Bye.